Gentlemen, if I could keep only 6 exercises for men over 50, these would be the ones. Not 20 exercises, not 10 exercises, just 6 essential exercises. These are the ones I would choose. Not because they're trendy, not because they look impressive on social media, but because they protect the abilities men lose the fastest as they age. Strength, the body's force-generating chain. Balance, pelvic stability, posture, leg strength, grip strength, and most importantly, the ability to use your body confidently in everyday life. This list follows one very simple principle. Every exercise must meet 3 criteria. It must activate multiple muscle groups at the same time. It must provide real-world, practical benefits. And it must remain effective whether you're in your 60s, your 70s, or even beyond. Let's begin with the first exercise. Exercise 1. Incline push-up. Many people believe that, if you want a strong upper body, you need to bench press. It's an excellent exercise, but it's not the ideal choice for every man over 50. As the years go by, the shoulders become less mobile, the joint capsule stiffens, and the rotator cuff tendons become more vulnerable to overload. If you keep trying to lift heavier and heavier weights, the stress on your shoulders and spine increases significantly. What your body needs after 50 isn't more weight, it's restoring the ability to generate stable force, from your hands, through your shoulders and deep core, all the way down to your feet. That's exactly why I prioritize the incline push-up. You can start against a wall, then progress to the edge of a table, a bench, and eventually, a standard push-up on the floor. This exercise can always be adjusted to match your current ability. With every repetition, your chest, your shoulders, your triceps, your deep core, and even your pelvis must work together as one coordinated force chain. It doesn't just build a stronger upper body. It also teaches your nervous system how to keep your entire body stable while producing force. And that's the true foundation of strength. Perform 2 to 3 sets. Aim for 8 to 12 repetitions per set. Lower yourself slowly. Pause briefly at the bottom. Then press back up with full control. If it feels too easy, lower the height of your support. If your technique starts to break down, raise the support higher. Leave your ego behind. Focus on making every repetition technically perfect. Exercise 2. Deep squat hold. Many people believe that, if you want stronger legs, you need to squat heavy. That may be true for some people, but it isn't the default choice for every man over 50. Because at this stage of life, many men begin to experience a series of subtle changes. The hips become stiffer, the ankles lose mobility, the knees become more sensitive, and the lower back is no longer as tolerant of heavy loading as it once was. If you simply keep adding more weight, you may place greater stress on your joints while the body's foundational movement chain is still dysfunctional. Instead, I choose the deep squat hold, an exercise that looks incredibly simple, yet it helps restore many of the functions that gradually decline with age. As you settle into a deep squat, your hips open up, your ankles begin to move freely again. Your glutes, your inner thighs, your deep core, and your pelvic floor all work together to stabilize your pelvis. This isn't just a mobility exercise. It's an exercise that helps retrain your nervous system to rediscover the natural deep squat posture, a position the human body relied on for thousands of years. To perform it, stand with your feet slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Turn your toes slightly outward. Slowly lower yourself into the deepest squat you can control. If needed, hold onto a door frame or a sturdy chair for support. Hold the position for 20 to 30 seconds. Breathe slowly, then stand back up with full control. Repeat for 2 to 3 rounds. The goal of this exercise isn't to force your body to become more flexible. It's to reactivate the coordination between your hips, pelvis, pelvic floor, deep core, and nervous system. And that is the foundation that allows men over 50 to maintain strength, stability, and natural force production for many years to come. Exercise 3. Single leg stand. But strong legs alone are not enough. After the age of 50, the first thing that usually declines isn't your muscles, it's the coordination of your nervous system. Your brain becomes less efficient at recruiting muscle fibers. Your ability to sense the position of your feet, ankles, knees, and hips also gradually declines. That's why many men are still strong, yet become more unsteady. Their stride gets shorter, and they lose confidence walking on uneven ground. This isn't simply a muscle problem. It's a sign that your nervous system needs to be trained again. And the single leg stand is a simple way to retrain your nervous system. Stand tall, relax your shoulders, lengthen your spine, shift your entire body weight onto one leg. Lift the other foot off the ground. Keep the standing knee slightly bent. Don't rush to grab onto something for support. Let your body relearn how to balance on its own. Within just a few seconds, the small muscles around your feet, ankles, knees, hips, and glutes will begin working harder. At the same time, your deep core, pelvic floor, and the entire stabilization system around your pelvis must work together continuously. This is when your nervous system relearns how to coordinate the body's entire force-generating chain. From your feet to your pelvis and up through your spine. Keep your eyes focused on a fixed point. Breathe slowly and steadily. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds on each side. Repeat for 2 to 3 sets. If it becomes too easy, try turning your head from side to side, or progress to the single-leg RDL reach. To place an even greater challenge on your nervous system, don't rush into more advanced exercises, because the ability to stand confidently on one leg is the foundation for maintaining your independence as you grow older. That's why I don't see this as just a balance exercise. I see it as a movement that reawakens the nervous system, restores pelvic stability, and reconnects the entire body into one unified force-generating system. Exercise 4. Australian row. But being able to push isn't enough. If you want a truly strong body, you also need to know how to pull. Many men spend most of their training time working the muscles they can easily see, but they overlook the most important muscles for keeping the body strong and upright. The entire posterior chain, your lats, your rear delts, your upper back, your mid-back, and even your grip strength. These are the muscles that keep your shoulders open, stabilize your spine, maintain an upright posture, and prevent your body from gradually rounding forward as you age. If you can already perform pull-ups, that's excellent. Keep doing them, but after the age of 50, the Australian row is often a more practical and joint-friendly choice. What matters most isn't how many reps you can do. It's teaching your body to generate force in the opposite direction, balancing all of your pushing movements, building stronger shoulders, opening up your chest, and completing your body's entire force-generating chain. Grip a sturdy horizontal bar, or use suspension straps. Keep your body in a straight line. Pull your chest toward the bar. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Then lower yourself slowly under control. Perform 2 to 3 sets. Complete 8 to 12 repetitions per set. Simple, but an essential link that no complete training program should be without. Exercise 5. Romanian deadlift. A man's true strength doesn't begin in the arms. It begins at the hips. Most episodes of back pain don't happen while lifting something extremely heavy. They happen during everyday activities. Lifting a suitcase, carrying groceries, bending down to pick up a box, or lifting something off the floor. What causes the problem usually isn't the weight, it's the way you generate force. Many people bend from their spine, even though the human body is designed to hinge from the hips. The Romanian deadlift is the exercise that restores this fundamental movement pattern. It teaches your glutes, your hamstrings, your hips, and your lower back to work together as one unified system. At the same time, it strengthens the entire posterior chain. This is where most of your body's power is generated. And it's also the system that provides the greatest protection for your spine. Hold a pair of dumbbells, a barbell, or any appropriately weighted object. Keep a slight bend in your knees. Push your hips back. Maintain a neutral spine. Lower the weight until you feel a stretch in your hamstrings. Then, drive your hips forward to return to a standing position. Perform 2 to 3 sets. Complete 8 to 10 repetitions per set. Don't rush to increase the weight. Master the movement first. Exercise 6. Farmer's walk. Finally, the simplest exercise, yet one of the most complete you can do. At first glance, all you do is pick up something heavy and start walking, but inside your body, nearly every system is working. Everyday life doesn't ask you to lift weights in a gym. It asks you to carry grocery bags, move a suitcase, transport heavy objects, or carry your grandchildren. The farmer's walk is the exercise that mimics those real-life movements. With every step, force must travel continuously from your hands, through your shoulders, your core, your pelvis, and down into your legs, all as one unified kinetic chain. At the same time, your grip strength, your posture, your balance, your shoulder stability, and your overall endurance are all trained simultaneously. Simply pick up 2 appropriately heavy weights. Stand tall, keep your chest open, brace your core gently, and walk with slow, steady steps. Don't rush. Don't lean your body. Don't let your shoulders collapse as fatigue sets in. If you only have one dumbbell, carry it on one side for half the distance or time. Then switch to the other side. This is strength for real life. It's not a flashy exercise, but it's one of the most effective ways to build a body that is strong, stable, and fully capable of meeting the physical demands of life after 50. And those are the 6 exercises I always prioritize. Incline push-up, deep squat hold, single leg stand, Australian row, Romanian deadlift, farmer's walk, or, more simply, push, squat, balance on one leg, pull, hip hinge, carry. These are the 6 fundamental movement patterns the human body needs to maintain strength, mobility, balance, and resilience after the age of 50. If I had to add one more component, I would choose cardio. It doesn't have to be complicated, and it doesn't have to feel like punishment. It simply needs to keep your heart, lungs, blood vessels, and legs working efficiently. You can choose brisk walking, stationary cycling, swimming, rowing. Choose the one that feels most comfortable for your joints. Aim for about 20 minutes, 2 to 3 sessions per week. You should be breathing harder than normal, but still able to speak in short sentences. That's the right intensity. Strength training helps your body maintain its ability to generate force. Cardio keeps your heart healthy. You don't need more exercises. What you need is fewer exercises, done better. Choose the movements that deliver the greatest return. Train with control. Progress one step at a time. And always respect the limits of your joints. If you're over 50 and don't know where to begin, start with these 6 fundamental movement patterns. Once you've mastered these 6 foundational movements, every other health and fitness goal becomes much easier to achieve.